Caspa just dropped smart contracts and everyone's asking the same question: where's the Binance listing? While crypto Twitter is losing its mind over KAS not hitting Tier 1 exchanges, some of the sharpest minds in the space are saying this delay might actually be the best thing that could happen to Caspa right now. And when I show you reason number 3, you're going to understand why patience might just pay off in ways nobody expected. Welcome back to the channel, crypto family. If you're tired of surface-level analysis and want the real insights that move markets, you're in the right place. Before we dive into why KASPA'S exchange strategy might be pure genius, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Right now, Caspa holders are feeling the pressure. Smart contracts are live, the technology is solid, but KAS is still missing from the biggest exchanges in the game. For most crypto projects, landing on Binance or Coinbase is like getting a golden ticket to legitimacy and liquidity. So what's going on here? According to crypto analyst Adrificial John, who's been tracking KASPA'S development closely, this apparent setback might actually be a strategic masterpiece. He recently shared 3 compelling reasons why KASPA'S absence from major exchanges could be the smartest move in crypto right now. And honestly, after researching this, I'm starting to think he might be onto something big. The conventional wisdom says, get listed everywhere, pump the price, attract retail investors, and ride the hype wave. But what if that playbook is completely wrong for a project like Caspa? What if there's a better way to build sustainable value that doesn't involve chasing quick wins? Here's where things get interesting and, frankly, a little controversial. While most projects are scrambling for exchange listings like their lives depend on it, Caspa's founder Jonathan is taking a completely different approach. Adrificial John calls it the Satoshi 2.0 quote mindset. Build something revolutionary, perfect the technology, then let the world discover its true value organically. But this creates a massive tension in the crypto space. On one side you have impatient investors demanding immediate gratification and questioning why KS isn't pumping like other altcoins. On the other side you have believers who think this methodical approach will create something far more valuable than a quick pump and dump cycle. The stakes couldn't be higher. If Adrificial John is right, Caspa holders who stick around during this accumulation phase could be rewarded beyond their wildest dreams. But if he's wrong, they might be missing out on profits while other projects surge ahead with major exchange backing. After diving deep into the analysis and connecting with industry insiders, I can tell you that Adrificial John's perspective isn't just speculation. It's backed by some seriously compelling logic. The 3 reasons he outlined reveal a level of strategic thinking that most crypto projects completely miss. And here's my expert take. What we're witnessing with Caspa might be the emergence of a new paradigm in cryptocurrency development. Instead of the typical launch, hype, dump cycle we see with most projects, Caspa is building something that could have genuine staying power in the long term. According to Adrificial John, the current period without major listings gives developers and marketing figures crucial time to accumulate KS tokens alongside the project's growth. This isn't just about getting cheap coins, it's about alignment of incentives. Think about it this way. When developers and key figures in a project have significant skin in the game, they're not just employees anymore. They become true stakeholders with a vested interest in long-term success rather than short-term price pumps. My analysis of successful crypto projects shows this pattern repeatedly. Look at Bitcoin's early days, Ethereum's development phase, even Solana before it exploded. The projects that built lasting value had core teams who accumulated significant positions during the quiet building phases. Adrificial John specifically mentions how this evolution creates brand icons similar to Jack Mallers for Bitcoin. And he's absolutely right. Authentic advocacy from people who genuinely believe in and hold the asset creates far more powerful marketing than any paid promotion campaign. This is where Caspa's approach gets really fascinating. Instead of chasing quick exposure and hype cycles, founder Jonathan is laser-focused on technical milestones like DAGKNIGHT and achieving 100 blocks per second throughput. From my perspective as someone who's analyzed hundreds of crypto projects, this methodical approach is incredibly rare and potentially game-changing. Most projects launch with flashy marketing campaigns and worry about the technology later. Caspa is doing the exact opposite. The DAGKNIGHT upgrade alone represents a significant leap in blockchain architecture. We're talking about consensus mechanisms that could revolutionize how blockchains handle scalability and decentralization simultaneously. But here's the thing, These kinds of technical achievements take time to develop and even longer for the market to fully appreciate. What age official John calls the Satoshi 2.0 quote mindset reflects a deep understanding of how truly revolutionary technologies spread. Bitcoin didn't need marketing campaigns or exchange listings to prove its worth. The technology spoke for itself once people understood what they were looking at. Now we get to the most intriguing part of this analysis, and honestly, this reason changed my entire perspective on Kaspa's strategy. According to ad official John, KASPA'S, the team behind Kaspa's L2 development, is still pushing hard on core infrastructure improvements. A major exchange listing right now would create massive distraction from this critical development work. Suddenly, instead of focusing on building revolutionary technology, the team would be dealing with price volatility, managing increased community expectations, and handling the operational complexity that comes with mainstream attention. My expert opinion? This shows remarkable discipline and long-term thinking. Most crypto projects would kill for the attention that comes with a Binance listing, but Kaspa's leadership understands that premature exposure could actually harm the project's development trajectory. The smart contract launch represents just the beginning of Kaspa's evolution into a full-featured blockchain ecosystem. With DeFi and NFT capabilities now live, the foundation is set for more complex applications. But rushing to market before these systems are battle-tested and optimized could create technical debt that haunts the project later. Interestingly, not everyone in the Kaspa community agrees with the delay strategy. Mitchell Lim, a notable Kaspa investor, recently expressed on social media that Binance is simply waiting for the right moment to list KS. His message to holders was clear: stay patient because the listing will happen eventually. This creates an interesting dynamic where some community members are betting on eventual exchange listings while others see the current period as strategically beneficial. From my analysis, both perspectives have merit, but they represent different investment philosophies. The patient capital approach, waiting for technological maturity before seeking mainstream adoption, aligns with how many of the most successful crypto projects developed. But it requires a level of conviction and risk tolerance that most retail investors struggle with. From an exchange perspective, there are compelling reasons why Binance and Coinbase might be waiting to list Kaspa. Major exchanges have learned from past mistakes where they listed projects too early, only to deal with technical issues, community complaints, and regulatory scrutiny later. Kaspa's recent smart contract launch changes the game significantly. Now that the blockchain supports DeFi applications and NFTs, it meets many of the criteria that top exchanges look for: real utility, active development, and genuine use cases beyond speculation. My prediction? When Kaspa does eventually land major exchange listings, it will be from a position of technological strength rather than speculative hype. That foundation could support much more sustainable price appreciation than the typical listing pump and dump cycle. For investors willing to think beyond the next quarter, the current situation presents a unique opportunity. While most crypto attention focuses on projects with flashy marketing and exchange listings, Kaspa continues building fundamental value in relative obscurity. This accumulation phase allows serious investors to build positions before the broader market fully recognizes what's being built. But it requires patience and conviction that most crypto investors lack. According to multiple data sources, Kaspa's development activity remains consistently high. Smart contract adoption is growing steadily, and the technical roadmap continues hitting milestones. These are the metrics that ultimately drive long-term value, even if they don't create immediate price excitement. There you have it. 3 compelling reasons why Kaspa's absence from major exchanges might actually be a strategic advantage rather than a setback. Whether you agree with this patient approach or prefer the immediate gratification of exchange listings, one thing is clear: Kaspa is taking a fundamentally different path than most crypto projects. If this analysis helped you see the bigger picture behind Kaspa's development strategy, show some love with that like button, and consider subscribing for more deep dive crypto analysis. I've got several more videos coming up that dive into technical analysis, market psychology, and the projects that are quietly building the future of blockchain technology. And hey, if you're interested in more contrarian takes on crypto development strategies, check out my recent videos on my channel. Disclaimer: remember, cryptocurrency investments carry significant risk, and past performance doesn't guarantee future results. This analysis is for educational purposes only and shouldn't be considered financial advice. Always do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. The crypto market is volatile, unpredictable, and can result in substantial losses. Stay safe out there, and keep building that knowledge base.